Hello, my name is Morgan Sperry, and I'm a freshman at Northwestern University. When I first heard of the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship, I was immediately struck by the messages of Frederick Douglass and Daniel O'Connell championing the rights for the disenfranchised and the voiceless. Their hard work to bring oppressed identities out of the margins challenged the establishments of their time, and I follow in their footsteps by taking agency within my high school to fight against my own institutions. During my senior year, I noticed that our school's administration was overly censoring our curriculum. This change limited the number of allowed books and censored certain chapters within our readings. Most egregious of all was them getting rid of all of the Black authored books in the curriculum. This was the straw that broke my back. So I decided to set up a town hall. When I first started this endeavor, I felt really lost. There was a lot to going into this event that I hadn't planned for, like finding an available space, emailing administrators to come, and promoting the event around the school. However, I knew that this might be the only chance to rally the student body around this issue. So I recruited some help from my friends to plan the logistics. I delineated roles to everyone to make sure these first planning stages were going to run smoothly. At first, it was very tough to get administrators on board with our plan, many of them questioning the validity of the reason and the legitimacy of my team. However, I never once backed down and persisted that this event was necessary to both the students and the school's future. My convictions finally won over the administration, but that only solved the first bit of the puzzle. Despite me leading the charge, I knew it wouldn't matter without other students' voices. I began utilizing my community network by interviewing all willing students about their thoughts on the censorship issue and seeking ideas for how we can improve it. From these dialogues, I wrote up some talking points and questions to ask the administration. It was empowering to see my town hall becoming a platform for student voices. The most challenging part of this endeavor was the actual town hall. I invited students to directly speak to the administration about their grievances to facilitate an in-person dialogue. However, despite all the efforts put in to make sure student voices were being uplifted, the administrators were quite hard of hearing. They were often vague in their answers to our concerns and appeared not to appreciate our sense of urgency. I knew that we would get nowhere if this meeting stagnated into back and forth jabs at each other to prove our points. As facilitator, I dedicated myself to listening to all opinions, even if they disagreed with my own. Because I know everyone deserves the right to be listened to, and that mutual respect is the best way to get a constructive conversation. I want to take my lessons from this town hall experience into the Frederick Douglass Global Fellowship. I'm most excited to learn new things about myself, other fellows, and the world around me. By listening to my peer fellows' varied experiences, I can expand my views of what a leader can be and gain nuanced insights into issues they care about. I'm also excited to be traveling the world. Unlike any other program, this fellowship intentionally teaches through a domestic and international lens. This cross-continental program would literally make the world my classroom and will teach me what it means to be a scholar and a leader in an international context. Through this program, I want to build upon Frederick Douglass and Daniel O'Connell's legacies to fight against injustices, create community with other change makers, and inspire others to do so as well. Thank you.